I'm in this shit.
I know.
Happy to see me.
With some bop in it.
Nah, you cheating.
Shout out to the baby, man.
The baby.
You got a single, man. Hot single.
All right. Yeah, you in there.
Cool.
Check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hey, you want to drop some bars?
You want to embarrass yourself like that? Welcome to another episode of Living Single with Dan and Danny. As always, I'm Danny, and in front of me is Dan. Man. How you doing, brother?
Don't smile at me with your eyes, bro. Like
I can't smile at you?
No.
Why not?
It's
Why
weird.
can't we be validated as men and show
You can do
joy? I'm happy to see you and talk to you, man. You know?
Thank you.
Today we're joined by two distinguished guests. Wingate's finest.
He don't got no other word. Say it for every episode.
We only bring on distinguished guests, bro.
I bet.
Would you do the favor of introducing yourself to our audience, please?
Oh, I'm Keisha. I graduated from Wingate 2014.
Hey.
Yeah. And
Wingate.
what else should I say?
Go dogs.
What up? Say one fun fact.
I'm Scorpio.
Okay.
That's fun.
Augustine graduated from Wingate 2014 as well. Fun fact: I have 12 siblings.
Okay. That is a fun fact.
Woo. I grew up in the same house?
No sir.
Got it.
That's a lot of siblings.
So, go ahead.
I just want to know where you are in the ranking.
Total, I'm like right in the middle. I'm 6 above me, 6 below.
That always confuses me when people say how many siblings, because that means there's 13
of us,
kids.
yeah.
In total.
Damn.
6 below.
Sheesh.
Dang, that is crazy.
Yeah. Two is the max for me.
One is a match.
You ain't gonna have another one?
Now, if I don't have to.
Nah, Keisha. You don't
What?
have another baby.
So when you say now if you have to, so if you're with a guy and he
Cool.
wants one,
Okay.
you'll look out.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not against having any, but if I marry someone that was like, you know, they don't want to have any more
You're
and they
fine.
have some on their own, they don't have any more, I'll be like, that's great. If I marry someone that wants more, wants to share one together, then absolutely I would do it too. I don't think having a kid is bad. I'm just,
dang.
I ain't gonna lie, I dated
You
a
about
woman.
to cut a lot of niggas out.
Nah.
Yeah, well, I dated a woman with a kid, and she had a boy. Well, just one kid in general. She's like, you know, I feel like I've done my civic duty to the world. I procreated. I added life to it, so I'm good. I'm like,
I do know a girl that has a
kids.
boy also that says she doesn't want to have one.
Whatever.
Boys are
You gotta
heavy.
Run off into the sunset after that, man.
Yeah,
Boys
with
do
it.
a lot.
I thought boys was easy.
Not at this starting stage. They just have a lot of energy, and
She lying. Girls just as hard.
my niece real like settled. Like she's
Yeah.
How old's your niece?
4.
Who
My
really?
niece is like
Mhm.
4 too.
She's
How-
real settled. My son is off the chain.
My daughter's off the chain.
Yeah.
How was your son? I mean, how was your niece from like age like 1.5 to 3? I feel like that's when they in their bad. 4 is when they start to get their own, not even at their own personality, like,
Mhm.
and they start getting a girl bad. But the boy still won't be aggressive, I think.
I mean, she was spoiled, so she had her quirks about her, but she
Yeah.
was always, I think she was always chill, a chill
right.
child. She'll sit there and play with a doll all day, won't say anything to anybody. And
Oh, that's
yeah, so she's very like
If
settled.
you tell her no, she ain't gonna cry, is she?
Yes, she was. She's spoiled. That's the only difference. Yeah.
I can't do that. That's my problem.
My niece
now.
do that too.
I
Yeah.
hate that part.
Most
Oh,
spoiled
boy,
kids
I-
are like that.
yeah. But it's hard. How do you have a first child and not spoil them though?
I don't know.
That's why I want a son first. Like I'm still gonna spoil my son. But I can be like, you ain't getting that. Oh well, he probably a little bit. I want kids.
I might
see a
spoil
little
my
girl
son
power.
more actually.
That's how most guys are when they have a daughter.
Cute.
Yeah,
I guess I get
they
it for
get
you.
weak.
I'm just hard all around. I don't care if it's boy or girl. If I say it, I'm gonna say it to a boy. I say it to a little girl. Don't matter. If I say no, it's no. I don't care.
You just cold blooded, huh? Hard.
Right.
Hey, if you spoil, somebody gotta bring you back down to earth.
See, I was
Life
told
ain't
I was
fair.
told I need to be more stern
Yeah.
with
Ah.
mine.
Yep.
I can imagine that. I
He's
know
spoiled.
CJ getting everything. I already know.
He
So
does.
he got an Instagram page. So I know he getting everything.
He does. He whatever he asks for,
Man,
I'm probably gonna buy it.
Oh. Did you ever imagine being a mom at this age?
I always wanted a kid. I wanted
Yeah.
a kid really bad. I think everybody in my group, if you would have asked who's gonna have a kid first, it probably would have said me. I didn't picture me being a mom how I am now, like as far as being single and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't plan for that, but I did not see myself having a child. I was already graduated. I had a good job. So I was in a good relationship.
You about to be a doctor, girl. You better talk.
Yeah, and I was, so I
think distinguished. You better talk about yourself a little bit.
Y'all crazy. But no, I don't think it's I think the age doesn't really matter as long as you feel like you yourself can handle the responsibilities of a child. Like, so it's some big responsibilities.
How did that responsibility change your life?
I mean, considering my situation is a little different, it wasn't like I had it biologically. So, I mean, it's different, I think, but my childhood, looking back, I think God kind of sort of put me in a growing up fast situation early to where when I ran into a woman that had a child, it didn't affect me. Like, my situation is my daughter father was like a deadbeat, came around once and never came back around. And so it was just like, I'm just not going to deal with you. Like, no need to have you in and out of my daughter's life. I came around. Before me, it was just like, she didn't know nobody as daddy except her grandpa. One day, all of a sudden, when I left, down the road, she said, I want my daddy. And so my girlfriend called me and was like, how do you feel about her calling you dad? Like, I said, I told you before when you said you had a daughter, I said, you a package and I take both of y'all on the equal.
Okay. So, that's how it gotta be.
So from that point on, we got to have a talk at some point, but, she knows me as dad and I'm the only person she ever knew. So, I mean, I had to grow up quick compared to, just being by myself. And then all of a sudden now I got two people that's relying on me and have expectations of what I'm supposed to do. So, I mean, it just helped me grow and make sure I make great decisions.
I actually got two questions based on that. What made you, I'm not going to say man up, but what made you decide to be like, okay, I'm cool with dating somebody with a package? That's my first question. And my second question is, I don't know if you are already, but if you are already financially sort of responsible for it, not even financially responsible, if you contribute financially outside of just, buying her food, when did that happen in the relationship? I feel like that's when it changes. It goes from being a stepdad to really a stepdad.
So, because I had to evaluate my current situation when I first went into it. I was single, so I had the option not to sound picky or anything, or like I got it going on. Like, when you're single, you have the option to decide who you're going to deal with, who you're not going to deal with. So, when I approached a woman, I knew she had a kid, so it wasn't like I didn't know. And so I was already in the mindset of, I didn't know the backstory of what was going on, though, but I knew she had a kid, so I knew I had to accept the responsibilities in some sort. So I accepted that pretty early on. Like, she made it, the woman, I think I told her this, what stood out to me when I met her was, growing up in my scenario, my mom didn't accept her responsibility as a mother early on. And that's what allowed my grandmother to come adopt me and my brother. And when she told me I haven't been with anybody for 3 years since I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, because I didn't want to have men in and out of my daughter's life. That resonated with me because of the situation that I was brought up in. Not that my mom had men in and out, it's just the fact my mom didn't accept responsibility and left me to run the house since my father wasn't around. So I think that's what made me kind of sort of latch. Like, I told her this, like, I latched onto her because like her mindset with me, like, you put your child before anything.
Facts.
That stood out to me. So that's what made me decide to ride with that. Like, as soon as she said that kind of sort of made me, so when she said, she gave me multiple options too. It wasn't like, some women, like, they don't give you the option. Like, they expect you, like, you're talking to me, so I expect you to just kind of sort of accept their responsibility. No, she gave me multiple outs to say, hey, if you don't want to do this, you can leave. Like, not in
as far as paying for stuff.
No, like, if you don't, like, it's a package deal. Like, if you don't want to be in my daughter's life and we don't know hard feelings, we can go our separate ways. And just by the fact of me walking into her life, it's just financially, you're my girlfriend.
Over time, it just naturally progressed.
So, and then we moved in together probably, a year and a half, 2 years into our relationship. Something like that. So at that point, before that, I was helping out and doing stuff and all that. But of course, it elevated once we lived together.
It's a difference, though, as far as what role a boyfriend or stepfather, husband is supposed to take financially in a child's life based off their relationship with their actual parents. Like, for instance, you could have some single parents who, like a single mom, and the father, like he said, is a deadbeat, doesn't do anything. Right. And then you have single moms where the father does do, he does what he's supposed to do. And so if for instance, for me, if I'm dating, I don't need any financial help from anybody.
Oh, word.
Like, you need to date me And of course, I am a package deal, so you have to accept my child, but I don't need you to pay for daycare and buy shoes. And if you want to spoil my child and do that type of stuff, buying shoes, buy clothes, yeah. But I don't need you to do that for me because it's a different situation. His father is present in his life and does what he is supposed to do. Yeah. If we're in a situation that Augie was in, being a man dating a woman who doesn't have that help at all from the father of her child, is really hard to do all this alone. You kind of have to have a different mindset in that type of relationship, I think. So I applaud you for that.
Appreciate it.
Salute you, King. Salute you, man.
That's interesting because I'm with a girl. She has 2 kids. I don't know if I can say the dad's in the life per se. He's around, maybe not in the capacity that he should be. They live in different states and all that. I probably was introduced to the son maybe 3 months into talking, daughter probably 4 months, so it wasn't like right then. And then so known him for over a year now. And I do stuff for them, but I don't if they need go to the doctor, I don't pay for their doctor bill and stuff like that. And I think we definitely had to talk about it. At the end of the day, I would assume majority of those responsibilities if and when I become her husband type thing. It's not fair to anybody in that. Well, what we discussed was we don't think it's really fair for anybody in that situation be to upheld to that standard, even if the other person isn't in their life. But also you're in this position, so why wouldn't you type thing? So it's more so, I think in our situation, more so like she's a good person, I'm a good person. She don't know anything I can do to help, I will. Anything she can do to help me make this situation easier for me, she will. Right. And we just find that balance right there, and naturally me being the person I am, I had to, constantly remind myself it's not your job. Because even though you want to, that don't even mean I'm financially able to, do that. Cause I have my own expenses as well. So you have to be considering mindful of that. Because you don't want to be unfair to yourself. Because you can't be fair to somebody else if you're being unfair to yourself. Then you're going to resent that other person for nothing they even did. So I think it's a matter of just having that mindset and being cognizant of your situation as well as the situation you want to be in and you want to maintain.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about paying for things, I had a question because I've been struggling with this myself. I know I want to be married, right? Mm-hmm. But now I'm at the stage of my life where I want some level of security in the person that I'm dealing with. Like I want them to, make a certain amount of money, be able to provide a certain thing to the household financially. So it made me question, do people get married for love or security?
Can I ask you something before you answer that?
Yeah.
So you say you want somebody to make a certain amount. Like, why? Or because what is that amount?
A level of financial security for my family.
But don't y'all have to y'all don't have a family yet, so y'all have to date, and by the time y'all get ready to have a family, she can have that. Does she have to have it once you first started talking to her? She has to have.
I hope she has a job in which
a job. Yeah, sure. But you say make a certain amount.
Yeah, don't your job pay you a certain amount of money? What you talking about?
Am I making sense?
I see what you're saying. You're putting a value on how much somebody makes.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And I think what my point is, I think that maybe, and again, you live your life how you want to. I just think it may be a little too soon to put a value on that if you don't even know what this person has going on in their life. Period.
Did I say it was a quality or a qualification to dating? I said marriage.
Yes.
Well, you got a date to get married.
Right. Exactly. So when I marry you, I want you to have a certain amount of money.
What if she's still
But you won't be able to know that.
How will I not?
You can't predetermine that if you're dating first and they don't make that money.
And then
something that's confused?
I think more importantly, it's about how they're spending money, because you could have people that make a whole...
I said I want them to be financially secure. What is... I don't understand.
Okay, go ahead.
What is so controversial about that?
Because it was something like you were saying, they need to have a certain amount. There's a threshold. There's a threshold to how much money.
Yeah.
They have to
a year.
So when you meet somebody, when you go out on a date
that's
today,
crazy.
Are you dating a nigga at Burger King that's working the midnight shift?
No, that's a that's a certain career. That's not a certain amount of money.
That's what he getting paid a certain amount of money to serve the fries at 3 o'clock in the morning. What you mean?
But hold on. But look, when you're looking to date somebody today, say for Kit, she's 27. You look at somebody, she has to make X amount on this very day.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what I'm asking for clarification.
No, I said if I want to marry somebody, I want them to be financially secure.
So all right, so Pip, you meet somebody at 27, she's making, who cares what she's making, but by the time you're ready to get married,
I only want to deal with women that can take care of themselves. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
That's a better way to word it.
Way different. No, it's not.
The way he worded it.
It's different.
Better way to word
it mean the same thing.
You want them to be able to supplement on their own. You don't want them to
take care of yourself.
Right. That's
so be a responsible adult.
That's the way
to say that.
You want a responsible adult.
Right. You should say that. That sounds better.
Goodness gracious, you guys.
It wasn't that complicated for me to understand.
And that's maybe the issue why you single. We trying to help you out, brother. We trying to help you out.
Anyway.
I forgot the question.
I know. It's love or security is the question.
When you getting married, like, are you going to marry the dude that you're in love with, but y'all living paycheck to paycheck, versus a dude that you may not be in love with, you care about him, and he could provide you a different type of lifestyle?
No.
And set your family.
No, I'm not that person.
Who would do that?
I could do for myself.
A lot of people do that.
No, I could do for myself. If I'm going to spend the rest of my life with somebody, it's going to be somebody that I'm in love with. You're my best friend. You have every other quality. And that makes me be in love with you, not what you have, because that literally means anything. That means nothing to me at all.
I'm on the same boat. I'm all about love. Security, I mean, I'm not. Because I mean, at the end
y'all bullshitting this motherfucker. Y'all bullshitting. You're not going to be in the homeless shelter with your husband in love.
Because you're not
I'm in a homeless shelter, period.
Like but what you're not understanding, Danny, is in the essence of
our love is our security.
Right.
Like,
the thing is, we not gonna put ourselves in. Just because how we are, we gonna make sure that we good.
Why get married if you're not in love? Just be with somebody if you want to be secure and date. Like, you don't have to. And on top of that, you're mooching.
Business. It's a contract.
That's how a lot of people think, especially old heads, like people who've been married for 40, 50 years. They should have been divorced. And a lot of them, it's a business, and that's how they think.
But you making it seem like if we pick love, we gonna be.
I'm not saying that.
It doesn't have to be either or.
I can speak for me and Keisha personally.
I'm podcasting.
All right, I just want you to know, like, we trash. We gonna make sure that we still live and we can still maintain, and that's why we rather pick for love rather than security, because we gonna make sure that regardless of what this love is, we gonna make sure we not in the worst of worst.
Yeah, if the love real is gonna be there, like the money can be real as can be and be gone tomorrow. Yeah, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's why you have to put yourself in a position to be able to have that option. Some people have to marry for security,
right? Because
they can't get it on their own.
Yeah.
So once you can take care of yourself, you can choose.
Okay, maybe this is a better question.
Hopefully. Goodness gracious.
Would you rather marry somebody that had financial security or did not?
What do you mean by that?
Why is that a question?
Everybody would pick somebody.
What's your definition of that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Are you talking about the amount of money they make, or are you talking about a credit score, or are you talking about
they can
take care of themselves?
Career aspirations.
They make a certain amount of money. They can provide you, enhance the lifestyle that you have on your own, rather than somebody who maybe makes less than you and can't really help you with.
But can they manage that money? Can both these people manage money well?
I mean, they was doing it on
It doesn't matter to me.
Yes, same. If they can take, it's not an X amount of dollars for me. Yeah. If they can take care of themselves of $40,000 and I'm making $80,000, you can take care of yourself. Yeah. So you don't need me.
No.
And that's the point. You don't need me. And so I'm here to supplement and improve your life. I'm not here, and you can do the same. Because if you can take care of yourself, then chances are you can move that money and look out. So
I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, you have to know how to manage and take care.
What are your thoughts, Danny?
I don't have any thoughts. I thought we was gonna get the truth on here, So
we are telling the truth. This is how we feel. Our truth is our truth.
But here's the thing: you don't have to listen. You don't have to marry anybody in general.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like an either or. Marry somebody that's struggling, marry someone not struggling. How about I just don't get married?
You can look at my data history shows that's how I operate. Is based off a feeling, based off love. So I could have been married for security, and it didn't mean anything to me.
You know what? On that topic, I ain't gonna lie. I think more women can, our age, which is, 28 and younger, 21, 28. I think more women can marry for no, I can't say that. That's wrong.
Women don't usually look for a man.
I don't think a woman
ain't crazy now.
Yeah,
y'all make it seem like I'm the only nigga in the world talking about
if I don't have a job, I don't know that I could get a woman. But I feel like if there's a woman out here that look good, a dude would still get it.
A nigga does not give a fuck.
Not having a job is a very big difference from not making a lot of money.
Yeah. Separate from that, I'm just thinking out loud.
Oh, so girls cannot have a job and still get guys, and guys cannot have a job.
No, I just think it's more likely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because y'all don't care.
That's what I said.
We're the standards.
That's what I said.
Yeah, y'all looking at everything external.
So she get a job, I'm help her apply.
Exactly. Right.
She fine though.
Right.
Exactly. So where she work? I don't know. I don't care.
So off that topic, man.
That's fine. That was a crazy topic.
Yeah.
Because of him.
Content, man. We finally got to the end.
But y'all two want to get married.
I do.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to get married.
Can't reveal any secrets, but I want to get married, man.
Cool. I mean, everybody won't get married. Everybody don't do the right necessary actions to get to that point.
Would you know what the necessary actions are?
I think I have an idea of what could work for some people, not all people.
What's that?
But I think in general, first you have to have not a complete understanding of yourself, but a general understanding of who you are, because you can't tell somebody else how to operate if you don't know how to operate yourself. And not saying in a relationship you have to tell them what to do, but you can't say, to be the best boyfriend or best girlfriend, you got to do A, B, C.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You telling them, but what do you have to do for yourself?
Right.
So you need to sit down with yourself and know what you bring to the table and who you are. Like, honestly, not like, I'm this, I'm that. No, honestly, sit to the table, think about your past.
That reminded me of a Bow Wow. I'm this, I'm that, I'm all of the above.
Oh, God. Make sure you go to the concert, man.
So that's the first step. Knowing about yourself. 2, not looking for validity in a partner. Not thinking just have a boyfriend, just have a girlfriend, I'm this. Or just have a boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm going to get married now, so I'm good. No, you got to have your own happiness.
Self-love.
Yeah, self-love, happiness within yourself before you can, personally, before you can find somebody else and make that work.
Can I try?
Yeah.
But is it possible, though, that another person can help you validate portions of your life that you may have had?
Absolutely. But there has to be some sort of foundation there, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody can come in, like you just got dirt there, and they can just rise you up. I think you at least have to have like bricks or wherever the bottom of the foundation is. Because with that dirt, it can start to sink. Granted, there are
beautiful metaphor.
There are rare cases where it does work. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it could be harder without that foundation there on both ends. Because the man is trying to struggle, making the person happy and making themselves happy, and the woman's trying to paint them into this picture and help them be the best you can be. But then that's when you fall in love with potential.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fall in love with potential.
Mm-hmm.
So
niggas do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does. It's something you gotta learn from. It's something you gotta learn from.
He's politically correct when I can
yes.
And I'm honest. It's real though.
He's a liar.
I'm telling the truth. I haven't lied about anything. I've been through experiences. I know how to articulate myself. Don't be mad at me. You be out here wilding. I think those are some key steps to finding the right person.
That's the truth. That's definitely the truth.
So, thank you. You think it's the truth too, Danny?
I mean, some of it, sure. Yeah.
Oh man, that's your question, man.
Yeah. So
something wrong with you.
Before we wrap it up, I want to know, just personally, what's the biggest lesson you learned this year, and why has it been important?
Ladies first, I'm a gentleman. I'm always going to defer to the woman.
The biggest lesson I've learned this year, you just gotta trust. You gotta trust God and His path for your life. Don't stress.
Wow. Why is that important for this year for you?
Because of what I'm doing in life, it's easy for me to stress out and just get caught up in a moment. But I mean, you have to understand there's a reason that all this is happening all at once or whatever the situation is, and realize it's a lesson that's going to come out of it. and it's going to help you progress to the next chapter. So, and for me personally, I believe that's God and taking control of my life. So yeah.
Not to sound like a copycat.
Wow.
Let me explain. I think my answer would justify why it sounds.
Okay, yeah. As long as you can explain it.
Right.
Okay, break it down.
I'm in the same boat to where I feel like the biggest thing is trusting God, because the reason why I say that is I had a conversation with my significant other the other day.
Shout out to wifey.
I'm in a stable situation. Got the engineer job at Wells Fargo. I can just ride that out and I can just make a career that if I choose to go down that lane, without a doubt. Money's great. It's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But I had the passion and drive to go after my dreams that I wanted to have since middle school. So, But the thing is that career takes a lot of time and money to get to the point to
risk.
It's a risk. When I can stay stable. But my thing is I got to put all my faith and all my favor and all my trust in God to go after my passion, because me going after my passion, like we spoke about, not necessarily, I'm not going to let it happen, but it could jeopardize the household in essence.
You can definitely find, because you can lose all your money.
Exactly. So in the end of the day, I got
they have love. So
I got
around to that real quick. The love go in, the love go leave. So, if you lose that goddamn.
But the thing is, the love ain't gonna go, because let's just be completely honest. I done lost the job when I've been with the girl that I'm with. Yeah. Out of nowhere, I got laid off, and she helped me move where I was going.
That's love to me.
So like that is not a determining factor, but I have to make sure that my faith and my trust is good, because I'm trusting that this situation and this career that I've been wanting to go to since middle school is going to work out in my favor, because I'm taking money out the house to go chase, as if you want to look at it, a plan B, because it just popped up, but it's always been my plan A.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not the copycat on her answer, but it's just really right now in this essence of what I have going on. That's the biggest thing for me, because I could just do like most people, like most old heads would say, shit, you got a good job, bro. Just ride it out.
Traditional.
Yeah, but I that's not in me. That's not how I'm built. I got a dream. I got a passion. I got to go after it.
Shout out to millennials. We doing that more.
And
you still have the cushion to fall back on the job.
What you mean?
If it doesn't work, you go after it. If maybe I'm not saying this, but I'm saying, like, hypothetically, you got an MBA, you got experience, you could always get another job. You know what I'm saying? So that provides a sense of comfort as well.
Yeah.
So I would say don't have no doubt in your mind.
I don't have the sense of, I don't doubt that I'm going to be successful. I mean, it's just like anybody who's starting in something that's new and it's something that's hard. I mean, this business ain't easy, so I'm going to have questions. I mean, it's not always going to work. I'm not going to always have the answers.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a cushion. I mean, like I said, like you said, I have an MBA. I currently have a good job. I mean, got consultant on my resume, got engineer on my resume. Like, I'm going to be good regardless, but my good in my mind is contingent on me being great in the essence of the field that I want to go in. But I'm always going to be all right. Like,
I'm playing with house money.
Yeah, I'm playing with house money in the big scheme of things, but I'm trying to go get the bank. So, I mean, it's all God's doing. Like, God, I think God has set my life up the way He has, kind of sort of that put me in a position that I'm in now. Yeah. So I think I'm going to be all right. And so
you will be, brother. Dan?
The biggest lesson for me this year is there's always more. And what that means is last year I thought, I reached the point, all right, I'm good. I know where I am as a person. And then this year's passed like, dang, I learned so much more about myself. Like, and I feel like I'm a way better person this year than I was last year. So just keeping that in mind, I think if I continue my path of doing whatever I'm doing now, that I feel like it's a good person, adding more to that, like, all right, 1 and 2, I'm a good person. Let me add 3 and 4. So I'm even more of a good person. Mm-hmm. So just keep adding that in, keep being myself, and I'm going to keep growing. Situations going to always open for me, and I'm going to be good. So just stay in the course, know there's always more, and keep striving for better.
I like it.
What about you?
Me, I would probably say to accept life as it is, and accept the things that I can control and let go of the things that I can't. Because I found out that most of our quote unquote stress, worry, doubt, fear, all that comes in things that are outside of our control. We're worrying about the presentation at work we got to do. That's tomorrow, when we haven't even got through today yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're worrying about the job that we may get or the job that we want instead of just being appreciative of where we are now and accepting it on the journey. So that's helped me with just not being stressed out as much, not worrying as much, just going with the flow and accepting life as it comes.
I can dig it. Thank you for sharing.
Awesome, man.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming. It's a great show. Very interesting. Thank you, lovely lady.
Mm-hmm.